Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in Louisiana. And we've got a doozy of a match for you guys in none other than the Two Brothers mid-push style. You guys know it. I love it. I know that a lot of people disagree with this. I know that it's a controversial thing. People be like, Spartan, why do you keep showing this? It's simple. People enjoy watching it. Crazy concept. I know. I'm an entertainer. I entertain. I put out content that you like to see. And seeing battleships lone wolf it straight through the middle of Two Brothers, it never fails to entertain. Because there is always going to be some goofiness afoot. So, with that being said, let's see just what we can get into, shall we? Now, right off the bat, y'all already know, we going up the middle in true Flambass fashion. Now, you guys know my favorite content creator for World of Warships of all time is not the Mighty Jingles, but is Flambass. My dude, love him, from Croatia, absolutely entertaining to watch, great player on top of that. I'm nowhere near Flambass. Right? I think we can all agree on that. But I've learned a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. And we're going to go up in here and we're going to do our best Flambass push. Because that's what we do. And I'm telling you, man, there's just something about the mid-push. If executed right, it is so rewarding. It just is. Now, one of the things that is a huge importance for remembering in these situations is that when you're out here, you don't want to go straight through the middle and just pop out in front of everybody and get obliterated, right? Right? Yeah. It's a bad idea. You don't want to do it. However, if you do it correctly and you hold and you let people come to you, you can stack up a bajillion damage, and it's not always about damage. It's about pulling people back to you, right? Now, this is a domination match. This is not an ideal scenario for going up the middle, just because, there's no real reason to go up the middle. But, because it's a domination match, the fact that they have two destroyers leads to the situation where their destroyers are trying to capture bases, right? So as long as we're not stupid, we shouldn't have to contend with a destroyer anytime soon. Now, I'm not saying they won't come back and fight me, because, let's be honest, if there's one thing a destroyer player loves, it's going after battleships. And if there's one thing a destroyer player really loves, it's, oh my god. Wait for it! Hello, Yamato! Now notice I don't fire waterline. I aim higher than waterline here, because I know that I don't go through the belt the easiest. But Yama shoots straight through our bow, does Yama things, but we slap the right out of him. 46,000 damage. Well, that's not entirely true. We did hit the Stalingrad with 2 torpedoes. So there's a little bit of damage to the Stalingrad, but a good chunk of damage to this Yama, who is now just parking broadside. You want to talk about, disrespect? You just got the slapped out of you, and now you're just going to sit there broadside? Now, to the Yamato's credit, he has decided that sitting broadside probably not his best strategy for winning this match, right? So he's going to angle, he's going to bow tank, and that's when the enemy Kerfers decides that anything Yamato can do, he can do better. Now, he's not going to get citadeled, but, I mean, it's a broadside Kerfers. It's not like it's the most tanky thing in the world when it's fully broadside. It's a lot of hit points that can be stripped away very quickly. So, if you're going to get into a fight, maybe don't just sit broadside, is what I'm saying. Now, I want you guys to keep an eye on the fact that I am not alone here, right? There is a way to do this and a way not to do this push, right? And we've already talked about this. Now, as I'm measuring this Yamato up for where I should put these torpedoes, I realize that he's kind of sitting here. This guy behind me is, pulled out full broadside in front of a Yamato and Grossa Kerfers, and I'm just like, but why, though? Why would you do that? You knew they were here. It's not like they're hiding. I've already attacked them as we just absolutely destroy the Yamato's broadside. But it's not like they were hiding. I was spotting them. You knew they were there. And yet you still decided in your ultimate wisdom that anything that the enemy can do, you can do better by going just full broadside in front of them. I can't imagine how that ended poorly. I mean, it's worked out so well for the enemy up to this point, so you might as well just see how it works for you. When there's 2 people shooting at you, and only 1 person shooting at them. But we're already at over 106,000 damage, and the friendly Yamato that decided that broadside is the best side, as we've demonstrated with all 3 of these battleships, that he is now going to go ahead and he's going to pull out. He's going to be better angled. He's still over angled. There is a Yamato out there that can absolutely punch him through his cheek. Now, I'm not going to leave this guy to die, right? Like, if I'm going to have a guy getting obliterated, I want to at least take advantage of him getting obliterated. I know that sounds terrible to think about, but it is the facts. Like, if you're going to have a teammate that's going to put themselves out there and get themselves killed, you might as well take advantage of it. Now, the enemy Yamato has decided we're no longer a threat. I mean, he's only lost all of his hit points to us, and he's just sitting out there waiting to get yeeted by torpedoes again. So we're not the threat, so he starts shooting at the people on the left side of the map. Now, to his credit, there is nobody left over there, so shooting at them isn't necessarily the worst idea. But he had opportunities, and oh my god, what is this Yamato doing? And also, congrats to the Yamato for going forward, but turning broadside to a Yamato and a Louisiana, probably not a recipe for success. And I get a little chunk, and Yama over here gets a bigger chunk. And I'm not going to lie, I'm getting pretty frustrated at this point. Because now, these guys are pushing, there's nobody on our right, they're trying to run away from us, and now I want to push forward, right? There's very few people left in this lobby, and now I've got this gigantic hunk of junk sitting in front of me, trying to do his best, I don't know what impression. Like, I truly don't understand what he's doing here. I guess he just wanted to be historically accurate, maybe recreate the Yamato's final voyage, or what the Yamato's final mission was supposed to be, which was just to beach itself and be a gun platform. Well, unfortunately for us, that kind of screws us over, right? We could have gotten a little bit more damage here, but we know that the Kurfürst is out here just begging for it. And so if we can get around the corner, we can punch him in the mouth. Right? So we got to do it smart. We don't want to get citadeled as we come around the island. So notice how I swing wide initially to go around the island so that when I start to actually turn, I'm not just overexposing my broadside. Now he does sonar us, but by the time he does, I'm already in a perfect position to slap the shit out of him. And look at the shot. Blammo! And we've got our torpedoes back, so I don't care about your hydro, sunshine. And oh my god, he takes 2 torpedoes anyway. And then it goes down. So I just wasted, oh my god. That is a, oh, look out! Ooh, ouch. It could have been worse. Could have been much worse. Finally, get a little bit of, oh my god, there's a Shima here. No, Shima! No touchy! Stay away! Now we slapped the Shima real good, right? But notice that there are people here, right? There are people behind us. There's a Stalingrad out here. I would love to shoot this Stalingrad's broadside right now, but I got bigger fish to fry. In fact, I've got about 15 fish to fry. And I've got to try to do my best to dodge 15 torpedoes from point blank, right? Like, this takes, ouch. Yep, that's the, oh my, holy mother of God. Goodbye, Yamato! Wait for it. Wow! You have got to be joking. Of course, in true Spartan fashion, I gotta leave him with just enough to get away. And then Shima comes out of his smoke screen. He's got a beautiful look at us, and once again, up the torpedo launch. Hits us with 2 of them, but given the fact that we just dodged 13 out of 15 and killed the Shima after taking all the health off of the enemy Yamato, I feel like that was about as good as I could possibly do, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. This Stalingrad finds the mark and absolutely punishes my raised flight deck. Now here, I am just trying to get the torpedoes away. I'm expecting Stalingrad to be beached here and maybe have to reverse, because again, he's trying to get away. I knew he was going to shoot me. I knew I didn't have any time. I had to try to force the shot through the cheek, and as you can see, we ended up ricocheting 5 shells because we didn't have the pin angles to go through the cheek at that angle. But unfortunately, even more, Stalingrad was not in fact beached and managed to get going forward to dodge all of our torpedoes. That is unfortunate, but at the same time, it is the best case scenario for our team. So despite us dying, and despite us missing our torpedo strike on this guy, forcing him out into the open where the rest of our team can shoot him, with the exception of the cruiser that's I don't know what the cruiser's doing, but it doesn't matter because torpedo finds its mark, Skirin gets the kill on the Stalingrad, and we did everything we needed to do. 202,000 damage, and another absolutely beautiful mid-push executed by me. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you enjoy what I do? Do you not enjoy what I do? Do you like these mid-pushes as much as I do? I think you do. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.